What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Killer Cam, be killing it. Welcome back to the Killer Squad. Um, I just tried to upload a video. I don't know if YouTube gave me copyright, but I'm trying to figure out how to do this. But we got a Black Widow post-credit scene, so let's go ahead and get right into the video.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfire's Black Widow, has officially been released by Marvel Studios, both theatrically and on Premiere Access Disney Plus. So either way you want to see it, you're able to now. We have got to talk about the post-credit scene with Yelena Belova, of course. Spoiler warning, if you haven't seen the film yet, you might want to do that first, then come back and see us. But we're going to explain what's going on in that post-credit scene and how it not only sets up the future of one specific Disney Plus series, but may end up having all these players on one team in the future of the MCU. We're breaking down the Black Widow post-credit scene, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers, as well as Disney Plus subscriptions every week while the shows are live. We're also giving away this Avengers 118 graded in a 9.4 CGC signature series signed by Tom Hiddleston and Elizabeth Olsen, on top of Loki and Scarlet Witch, who happen to feature side by side on the cover. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and if you want to stick around at the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So obviously, if you've already seen Black Widow, you know that the major narrative theme tying the entire film together was family. The idea of family between all of them, even though it was fake, an undercover ruse, that actually was their family. Natasha Romanoff admitting towards the end of the film that it was all real and that her sister relationship with Yelena Belova was real. So in this post-credit scene where Yelena is going to visit Natasha Romanoff's grave, this isn't out of respect. This is her going to visit her sister. And that's where we pick up in the post-credit scene. She pulls up in her pickup truck, tells the dog Fanny to come on, and then approaches the gravestone where it aptly says daughter, sister, Avenger. You see her clearing off some leaves and branches from in front of the stone. She then places her hands on either side and her head on the stone, either to say hello or goodbye, just missing her sister very obviously, and then lets out the whistle for the long note that is the usual reply from Scarlett Johansson's Natasha Romanoff. Of course, there's going to be no reply this time. I gotta be honest though, for a second there I thought we would hear she faked her own death, but we've also found out from Scarlett Johansson that she is not coming back to the MCU. This was the last outing for Natasha Romanoff. This sentimental and otherwise silent situation is interrupted by a loud blowing of the nose, and when the camera pans over, it's none other than Julia Dreyfus making her second appearance as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. And from the dialogue between her and Yelena Belova, it's implied they've been working together for quite...
Here, I'm about to mute it just for copyright.
It tries to instigate the situation somewhat, referring to Natasha by saying, what this woman did, honestly, I can't even imagine. And Yelena immediately snaps back, you're not supposed to be bothering me on my holiday time, Valentina, implying they have been working together for a while. Valentina insists she's just paying her respects, but Yelena says, you know, coming here makes you look desperate. And although she's joking, laughing, she's not laughing at all, because immediately stone-faced, she says, I want a raise. Now, Valentina just laughs and says, me too, honey, and she's unfazed by this. We're going to talk about why in a minute. She then goes on to say, I have your next target. I thought I'd hand deliver it. Maybe you'd like a shot at the man responsible for your sister's death. She hands her an iPad, and on that iPad is none other than the Ronin iteration of Hawkeye. That's right. Cliff Barton is Yelena Belova's next target, easily leading us into the Disney Plus Hawkeye series. And it's safe to assume, based on reports we've already seen, she's going to show up there, and that battle's going to ensue. Now, there's a couple important things to point out about Valentina, and one important thing to point out about Hawkeye, how he could end up on this team alongside John Walker and Yelena Belova when all is said and done. With John Walker, Valentina had a very clear angle. He still wanted to be in on the action, didn't have an agency anymore, had the super soldier serum, wanted to work. She provided him that outlet. With Yelena, given their whole sort of demeanor towards each other, Yelena is not happy to see her. It very much seems like Yelena Belova is simply a mercenary here, she's working for the money. But then all of a sudden Valentina is able to leverage her emotion with the target that she's picking. So we can see here already, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine is a very smart character. She's making it personal in order to leverage Yelena Belova against this job, make it more important to her than just outside money. And this is her assembling the Thunderbolts for the future of the MCU. Also very clearly sitting in for William Hurt's character in Thunderbolt Ross. A lot of us expected that we would see Thunderbolt Ross turn into the Red Hulk here soon. But remember that dialogue from early in the film where she makes a joke about him having a second bypass surgery on his heart? They're clearly writing him up here to end his time in the MCU. And Valentina Allegra de Fontaine is taking his place to assemble the Thunderbolts when otherwise it would have been Ross. Now, one important thing to note also is that Hawkeye has famously been on the Thunderbolts in the past, so something tells me that no matter what's going to go down here, because Clint Barton was best friends with Natasha Romanoff, they were like family. And Natasha Romanoff was like family with Yelena Belova. Enemies become friends, friends become enemies. Something tells me by the end of the Hawkeye series, they're going to get it all out on the table. Clint's going to explain what happened. Allegra de Fontaine is not exactly going to get her way unless picking up Hawkeye for the team as well was part of the plan. And that very well may happen. We have all the players in place now. A couple more join the MCU. We'll have a full-on Thunderbolts team, and we have a new iteration of Black Widow.
Sorry about the noise. It's just that lawnmower. It's a lawnmower in the background.
In John Walker, you could then add a Hawkeye or different iteration of that character, and already you're starting to see it taking place. Of course, Hawkeye, absolutely zero qualms with killing. We saw his Ronin iteration during Avengers Endgame. He was going crazy. Also, very used to working for the money in a merc. However, it's important to note that as he's moved throughout the Infinity Saga, he's retired. His family is most important to him, and the Hawkeye series is really about him passing that mantle down to the future Kate Bishop. So him featuring on the Thunderbolts outside of a cameo, being a main member of the team, might not be in the cards, but it was in the comics, and it would feel like a missed opportunity if they didn't bring that character in on the team, if they're finally going to have one in the MCU. But this is where I've been on record plenty of times saying, I hope they don't kill, retire, or get rid of characters for no reason that they don't have to, because leaving them in place in the MCU always leaves you options for cameos, characters to show up, and of course, whenever we get to that next big crossover, it leaves extra heroes around to make that final battle even bigger. I'm a huge fan, and I hope they do that. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, not only with the post-credit scene, but with the film itself. I can't wait to see your guys' reaction. I really enjoyed it when I saw it a couple of weeks ago in LA at the pre-screener. Again, thank you, Disney. An amazing film at that. Really starting to climb up my rankings. I'm excited to watch it again today. Let me know all your thoughts down below about the post-credit scene, the movie at large, and quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go.
Alright guys, we're gonna
still giving away
right there because I'm not want to get copyright. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off here. Hope you enjoyed my reaction. Killer Squad. Peace.